Define dribbling for me. Say some things about when you dribble or handle the ball. What is it to you? Like how you think about it as a player and
getting by the guy, not letting him take the ball from you.
Perfect.
Yeah, taking care of it, deceiving a defender.
Yeah. Well, let's go through types. Crossover, tween, behind the back, in and out. And so you have, the types are what? They're finite. They're not infinite. You can't keep making up more and more types. So then what do you get to? Then people said, let me get to counters. Counters are when we do a dribble and then we do a combo, or combo dribble. 1-2 dribble, right? What about, you said Durant gets to where he wants to go in less dribbles. Hayden brought up the height of the dribble, how long the ball is in your hand, and where you dribble it from, where it releases from, right? So I could release the ball from here, or I could release the ball from here, right? So I could release the ball low, or I could release the ball at a moderate height, or I could even release the ball from a higher height, right? So now I'm changing the height where I release it. I can also change where I receive it. So if I stay in this stance and I'm dribbling the ball and the ball's going through my legs, I'm releasing it at relatively the same height that I'm receiving it. So now it's in the air for a certain period of time. That time becomes predictable to a defender because you're releasing and receiving it at the same, so it has the same dribble time. And if you're doing it over and over again, now I'm perceiving it and you become more predictable. If I'm able to change when I release it legally by dropping down and sinking and my hand's still on the ball and going through, or I'm pulling it up, and then I'm pulling it up and changing cadence there and then going back the other way, I'm becoming more deceptive. So, reception time is how long we define it, it's in your hand. We're gonna work on that now, and then we'll work on some of the other height situations so that you can add this and you can start to explore the patterns, because Durant will do this so long legally to perceive and load and alter and then go where he wants to go when he wants to go. Versus there's no time to change a lot and you have to use more dribbles to then be efficient. Try to be efficient with your movement. Got to use more dribbles and move at the same time. How do we increase reception time? We could dribble the ball harder and it comes up, right? So you two go here, me and Jake will face cross. Higher, right? And I don't want you down, I want you up right now, look. And I want you to work on how, look, do that. Just get to your shoulder, right? Good. Get it to the shoulder. Change the manipulation, right? Behind, cross, between. Good, now do the same thing, but now we want it at waist height. So typically you just think, oh, it's higher dribbles, it's lower dribbles. But now I still want you to figure out a way how to increase the time it's in your hand if the dribble is low. I'm not gonna explore it yet with you, I wanna see what you do. Good, Squirrel's using force. Good, Hayden, you're letting it come up a little bit, good. But keep the waist height dribble, Jake, yeah. How are you gonna increase the time it's in your hand if the dribble stays at the waist? Time, so what were some of the things you did? Got on the side of the ball, so what else did you do?
Let it come up a little bit.
He let it come up, he also slowed down. You slowed the force of the dribble down, and Squirrel increased the force, because if you increase force and it comes up, it will have more push against gravity and it will help you feel more reception time. What else can you do? You can wrap the ball around. That increases time in my hand. So a lot of the times if I go toward a defender like that with the ball, he's gonna see the ball motion, he's gonna weight transfer toward the ball and I could pull it back through or go back opposite. A lot of times people get attached to moves where the ball stays here versus wrapping the ball around. So if I'm at my waist and I want to increase how long the ball's in my hand, I just wrap around the ball. It's illegal. My elbow's above the ball and my hand's on the side of the ball. It's illegal if you did this. Hand under the ball, elbow under the ball. So I want you to wrap it and slow it down. You could do it off any manipulation. Just start to wrap and feel how wrapping the ball in a circular motion increases the time it's in your hand. The slower you dribble, the more deceptive you will become because you're such a good athlete. You're always dribbling and moving so fast that sometimes you can't even perceive what's going on if guys are getting ready for you. When you start to slow this down, then all of a sudden speed up, they're not going to be able to perceive it in time. It makes you more effective. Good. Now I want you to have low dribbles, low to low, and we're going to stay down but bring the ball up higher. Good, and pull it up to that shoulder. Stay right there, keep watching. So start here, low to low, go low to low and pull the ball up, pull it up, same side cross. Low to low, pull up, same side cross. Same side cross. That's it. The cadence changes on the same side. Good, Hayden. Now slow the low to low down. Look. Slow it down. Then the cadence changes there. Pull up, really forceful dribble. Good squirrel. Now when you get your feet narrower, watch when you do this step. Look, pull it up and take the step. So pull it up. Good. Dribble first, step second. That's it. That's it. Good. Now, so what'd you just work on that you talked about initially? That we talked about initially?
Cadence.
Your cadence altered and varied because you altered how long the ball is in your hand. You also altered how hard you're dribbling it. You can't dribble it hard all the time. That becomes predictable. This is not predictable. The cadence of it is almost non-rhythmic. Think CJ McCollum, Kyrie Irving, KD. It's non-rhythmic, which means they're altering how long it's in their hand. Now, through height, through wrap effect, right, and organization of the shoulder, right, humerus, forearm, hand, and wrist. But now we're going to work on some width because width is going to really help him, and width is going to make you much more of a threat off the handle. Want the ball to go wide, come back. So you don't even have to take a step. Just work on how you're pushing the ball out, pulling it back. Don't even step yet. Work on how you're going to push the ball laterally, horizontally. You can't push it if you're on top, right? Because I got to be able to put force into the ball in that direction. Now you're going width. Yep. So you're pushing it out, right? Push it out. Stay a little higher, Hayden. Stay higher. Good. Watch this squirrel. Look. That's it. Look. Push it out. Pull it back. Yep. Yep. Start it narrow first. Same side. Stay over there with it. Look. Push. Good. Do it again. What am I going to do is weight transfer with the ball. I see the ball move. I think you're going. If it stays near you, now it's near your body, and now I can see both at the same time. When that ball goes wide, I have to respect it, or else you might blow past me. Yeah. Good. Now do the other side. And you have long arms and big hands, so you got to take advantage of that. Yeah. So as soon as you're able to, that's the position you got to get to, behind and on side, so you can push. And then you work on stepping and rotating. And now I'm sending all that information that you're going. As soon as I see that ball shift more away from your body, I'm going to shift more weight this way or this way, right? If it stays narrow and it's near you, I could kind of stay in that frame and not shift outside. Now I start to shift outside. So you're going narrow to wide crossover. Now we want narrow to wide tween, push and move. Push the ball first. Wait for it, side. So same side dribble helps you find the rhythm. But you're doing this, look, this is okay because you can still do this. The ball's coming up and you're doing it, right? Wait for the ball to hit your hand, then do it. Now behind the back, same thing. I'm pushing it narrow, it's going wide, sending information this way. And I'm gonna alter into here, going behind, in case I might need to because the defender stays tight, in case he starts to reach. Now I have the ability in milliseconds to not just do crosses or not just do behind, but I can go here, be pushing out, and all of a sudden go behind, which is more of an upper body situation. Good, and get more narrow to start, then go wide. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And a quick way to understand and learn that, Jake, just catch the ball. If you need to be able to understand how to do that, all you do is you got to get on the inside of the ball. Just pass the ball from the inside. Keep working on getting this position to push the ball so that you understand that you have to get it to push. You got to push it. Catch this ball. You got to be able to push it and move it fast. It can't always be out already because people respond to the motion of the ball. So that's why if you ever see guards that really get people to shift, they're pushing the ball and all of a sudden crossing it over. They're not always hanging it and leaving it out here. Doesn't work all the time. It might work against a defender that's, you know, he sees width and you're like, oh, I got him. But it works more if you're able to stay narrow, push wide, and then go through. So just work on pushing it very aggressively and then coming back through. Everybody face out, yeah, face half court. Even if you lose the ball, push it even more, look. That's it. So as a defender, what are you looking at? Tell me what you look at when you play basketball.
I look at the hips.
Hips?
Yeah,
Center of mass?
Chest, eyes.
Chest? Scan the eyes, right? What are you said what you're staring at, what you're looking at. That's central vision. So if I'm looking at Squirrel's logo, it says SIG Sports, right? I can still see Hayden. That means my peripheral vision can pick him up. What else are you seeing if I'm staring at your chest? The ball. No matter what, defenders need to be so disciplined, like, I'm just going to stare at his chest and his frame. No matter what, this ball has a power to make people transfer their weight, to send information out to them in milliseconds that they have to react. So you have to utilize that, which is why working on narrow to wide is critical. Not always being wide, but also not always being narrow, and being able to push the ball wider. When we talked about types of dribbles, high, low, you said KD. What'd you say about dribble? How you define dribbling? Cadence, rhythm. What about if I make it more difficult when I'm going to release the ball, which is relative to cadence, but how long it's in your hand? If you know I'm about to put a dribble down versus you don't know I'm about to put a dribble down, or how, see, when I buy myself height with the ball, that height buys me the ability to change limb-to-limb pressure. It buys me the ability to maybe even just start to turn my upper body and reposition my entire body. It also buys time to scan. What I want you to work on now is I want it to be more difficult for me to tell when he's actually going to dribble the ball and release it, not just I don't care if you carry right now. I don't care if you do, see how slow that is? What about slowing the ball down to the point where it's a snail's pace? I don't care if you carry right now. I want you to feel what it is to slow the ball down vertically and control it and make it more difficult for me to know that you're coming off and you're gonna dribble the ball. I want that kind of non-rhythmic handle cadence. Just explore it to half court. Higher dribbles, Hayden, higher. But you're doing the same ones over and over again, Jake. I need some quick low, and then all of a sudden high. All right, bring it, come back with it, same thing. You don't even have to manipulate side to side. You could be going to one side, right? Then you go double. Good, Hayden, that's it, that's it. That's what I need. I need that ball to be in your hands longer like this, look. Literally longer, look. I literally want you to do that so you feel. That's exactly it. Jake, you always square though. Look, you always square. No, look, go like this. Literally go side, yeah. Like you, say you were handling on somebody, yep. You don't gotta pocket it, look. Good, turn your back sometimes. Higher dribbles. Good, squirrel. Turn your back a little bit. Yep, turn your back. Yep, yeah.